1-2, swung on and miss.
Coming in right side, Sip goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike three. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Monday afternoon. I'm Joel Morgan, come to you live with your Irie Insurance pregame show. It's the potentially final day of the Region 1 baseball tournament. The winner of this one will go on to play in the Region 1 championship game immediately following this one, about 20 minutes afterwards, and it features the Northern Cass Jaguars against the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Both of these teams got here via different routes. Kindred-Richland defeating Northern Cass on what became a Thursday-Friday game, was suspended Thursday, carried into Friday, and it was the Kindred-Richland Vikings who got the win, would go on to play against Central Cass, the number 1 seed and defending region champions. They suffered a loss in that contest by a score of 9-5. A big late offensive push from the Squirrels got them the win in that one. Well, for Northern Cass, they had to battle their way back through the bracket, and it was a walk-off win against Oak Grove. Cam Van Wetchel was the hero in that one for the Jaguars as they got the win 5-4 on a walk-off hit for their chance to play in this contest. I'm Joel Morgan, Chase Miller along with me here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Chase, beautiful day for baseball. These two teams had 2 different routes to get here to this game, familiar opponents, and should be a very good matchup.
Yeah, at the end of the day, these two teams played again. Enderlin was supposed to be at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday with the weather, but then it got moved to Enderlin because Kindred was so wet. So all of a sudden, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. And in that contest, the best way to say it, Kindred-Richland ambushed Northern Cass with 2 outs, runners at first and second base. They were able to score 4 runs en route to their 5-1 win, and then got really good pitching at the very end by Jorgen Swenson. Also in that game, Joel, something of note, we kind of had our baseball bingo card filled because Nick Thompson started the night prior but couldn't pitch because he went over that 45 pitch count. So that actually counted as one appearance instead of a resumption of a game. So Jorgen Swenson had to come on, and he finished 3 really good innings, and then he started 3 really good innings against Central Cass. So we'll get to the pitchers a little bit later on. Central Cass, they just need to win 1 game either today or tomorrow. The winner of this game needs to win 2 more after this. So if you're the Vikings or the Jakes to get to state, you got to win 2 tonight and 1 tomorrow, Joel. So tough order, but still it starts with a win here to try to knock off the favorite as well as the number 1 seed Central Cass coming up later.
And talking about pitching and the pitch count, obviously going to be a factor as it always is this time of the year. But Nick Thompson will get the start for Kindred-Richland. As you mentioned, he got the start in that game on Thursday, so they're really going to turn right around and see him. Thompson has got it done with the bat. He has got it done on the mound. He has got it done on the field. And we're looking at a lot of these guys. Obviously, high school baseball, you're going to pitch, you're going to play the field, you're going to maybe move from left field onto the pitcher's mound. So there's a lot of other factors that come into the game, but a lot of these guys have been doing it both on offense and defense, and it's been really fun to see.
Yeah, and the one thing that I was telling you before the day, I said I wonder, does Thompson start for Kindred-Richland? Does Neva go for Northern Cass? And we're going to see Busick go for Northern Cass. Neva, obviously a really good standout player, hit a 2-run shot that went over the train tracks in Enderlin on Friday that probably landed about 400 feet. And that's legit. I mean, it went over the rail yard as well. And then you look at Kindred-Richland, they had a really good start against Central Cass. Had a couple home runs in that game, 7 combined. They hit 3 of them. Jorgen Swenson also hit a home run. I think the biggest thing in this game, Joel, and this is any postseason game, is get ahead early. That allows you to work with what you need left for pitchers, and then just find a way to get to tonight. And if you can get through tonight, then then you throw the kitchen sink of who's left on Tuesday in Castleton, and that's what both teams are trying to figure out here. They would like really quick innings, really quick work, but if we have batters that go 8, 9, 10 pitches, all of a sudden it's not really going to matter who's going to be left, because you're not going to have the Nevas and the Thompsons of the world left to try to go up against Central Cass.
And then that's the job of these coaches. It is that balance. Is we want our best stuff because we got to win this game, but we know that we have a big challenge ahead of us in the next one, and that will be the Central Cass Squirrels. So Kindred-Richland, Northern Cass here in our first game, and then again the winner will play against the number 1 seed Central Cass. That will come about 20 minutes after this one wraps up. We'll have it for you here on yourliveevent.com. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let us step aside. We'll come back with your lineups and first pitch next. This is high school baseball on Your Live Event.
We've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Back on yourliveevent.com. It's a beautiful afternoon for baseball, the Region 1 baseball tournament. Northern Cass against Kindred-Richland, and part of our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's get a look at our starting lineups, and we'll get the batting order for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. It'll be shortstop Carter Schmitz leading it off. Lucas Calbundi, center fielder, batting second. Mason Almaris, who had himself a 3-hit game last contest against Central Cass, he is batting third. Nick Thompson, the pitcher, batting cleanup. Max Opgran, the designated hitter, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Jeremiah Doctor, the first baseman. Jorgen Swenson, second baseman, batting seventh. Batting eighth, Chase Miller. And batting ninth, the catcher, Calbundi. Schmitz, Calbundi, Almaris, Thompson, Opgran, Doctor, Swenson, Miller, and Calbundi, the batting order for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Again, they already defeated Northern Cass once in this tournament. They need to do it again to go on to play against the Central Cass Squirrels for you need to win the first, then you got to win tomorrow if you want to go on to state. Well, Central Cass just needs to win the first. Aaron Busick will get the start in this contest for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Jack Metzger will do the catching behind home plate. We'll tell you more about our starter as well as how the defense lines up for the Northern Cass Jaguars. But first, Busick ready for his first pitch. The righty comes around the offering, and this one misses outside. 5:03 time of first pitch, and it will be ball one outside. Busick has pitched well so far this inning as the 1-0 comes home. This one chopped foul along the line at third. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to the shortstop for Kindred-Richland. Looking at the numbers on the season on Busick, he has pitched 19 innings, a 2-0 record, a 1.47 ERA, And his 1-1 offering, this one sent over to left field, and Metzger loses his footing. Schmitz has first, going to try to take second, and he will, and he's being waved around to third, and no relay as Schmitz will get third. Stand-up triple to start out the game. Elise will get a check it on the scoring, but he stands at third, nobody out, and it will be a hit for Schmitz.
If there's any wind, Joel, that you're going to have to play with, it's going left to right, and maybe the wind got a little bit to its right as well, that Metzger kind of came underneath, and by the time he took that step forward, the ball got by him.
Lucas Calbundi at the plate. Calbundi, an excuse-me swing, will foul this one to the fence. Yeah, I think Metzger, who, by the way, is not batting, he is strictly playing right field in this game, just had a bad read on it, tried to adjust, and completely hit the deck. And the 0-1 pitch. This one fouled the other way. And the hole, Calbundi 0-2. Schmitz pretty conservative off that bag at third. Chase, he's an athlete, has some speed, but you want to get to an early lead, but you don't want to be too risky here.
And the question is always, what kind of play do you put on as a coach with a leadoff double or triple?
And a wild pitch. And Schmitz will stand pat as Metzger was right on that one. Cam Van Wetchel, who was the hero, one of the heroes in their walk-off win against Oak Grove, is at first. Jacob Larson at second. Keegan Neva at short. Carter Oslin is at third base. Carter Wesselin in left field. Trey Huzar in center. Matt Metzger in right field. Busick's 1-2 pitch, fouled back. Count will stay 1-2 strikes. And Chase, this is exactly what we talked about in the pregame, is that you don't want to get too deep into pitch counts.
No, you don't want to have to do that just because, again, you know you're going to have 2 more games after this if you can win and try to get to Tuesday night. And the one thing with Busick after that triple, got ahead in the batter here with Calbundi, but Calbundi's done a really nice job, Joe, after falling 0-2, able to take a couple of pitches and also able to foul some off here to stay alive.
Busick a look at third. Kicks comes home with the 2-2 and called strike 3. Calbundi is out looking for the first out of the inning. Big strikeout there, and he'll bring up the left fielder, Mason Almaris.
The funny thing about this umpiring crew, Joel, 2 of the 3 of them were in the game that it rained in Kindred, and Tom Perius was not, but he finished the game in Enderlin. So the umpires.
This one between second and third, short and third. Almaris delivers with an RBI base hit, and 1-0 Kindred-Richland scores first. Just put down a good swing and found some open field, and that's what a leadoff triple will do for you. 1-0 the score, and it brings up Nick Thompson, the pitcher. Thompson has had a big Region 1 tournament, 2 home runs in that first game against the Ball Stars. He takes strike 1 here from Busick with Almaris over at first.
And then those home runs too against the Ball Stars, those were no doubters to left and left center respectively.
Pickoff throw, head first slide, back in is Almaris.
And you thought he would be one of the guys to hit a home run against Central Cass and Enderlin, and he wasn't, in terms of this batter coming up, cleanup batter.
0-1 comes high. Popping up is Metzger, and right now officially Almaris has got the attention of both Metzger as well as Busick, which could play to the advantage of Nick Thompson, the big right-handed hitter. Almaris takes his lead. Here comes Busick's 1-1 pitch. Big swing, fouled back and out of play. Count 1-2 strikes.
And all 3 teams here today, Joel, you got them also at the Region 1 softball tournament, Northern Cass. They were down to their final out. They scored 5 runs to come back and get the walk-off win. So congratulations to the Jags from staying alive.
Another pickoff throw. And slide again for Almaris. Can hear a little bit of that wind coming through here. I think that's really the only big factor. Maybe a slight chance of a little bit of precipitation coming through as the pitch is outside left-handed batter's box. Metzger will walk it back up. It's 2-2 strikes. Inning started with a triple for Carter Schmitz. Scored on Mason Almaris' base hit. And the 2-2. Sent in the air to right field, and Metzger will run back and takes it for the second out of the inning. 2 away for Max Opgran, the designated hitter.
It's a big out there for Busick, and Now you're 1 out away from getting out of a little bit of a pickle, minimizing the damage a little bit here. But again, if you're Scott Milbrand and the Vikings, very reminiscent to the top of the 5th inning, Joel, and Enderlin.
Pickoff throw to first gets by Van Wetchel, and Almaris is able to move on to second. Got Almaris leaning just a little bit, and the throw came high. Van Wetchel maybe not on the same page with Busick on that throw, but it puts a runner in scoring position for 2 away for Max Upgrad, the designated hitter. 1-0 the lead for Kindred-Richland. First pitch called a ball outside. It's been a busy week across sports here in the state of North Dakota with our softball, baseball, track and field. Something off that by Busick. Upgrad will swing through it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chase, a lot of these athletes participating in track as well. It's been busy for everyone.
There's a reason why these activities directors wanted to get this tournament in before Thursday when track and field gets going on Thursday.
Chopped over to Neva at short. He'll scoop it up, throws over to first. Van Wetchel holds the bag, and it's 6-3 on the ground out. Kindred-Richland gets a run. They strike first. Northern Cass will get their chance to answer back when we return. You're watching coverage of the Region 1 baseball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrant, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Back on yourliveevent.com, Kindred-Richland 1, Northern Cass coming to bat for the first time. Here's how they will send things out here on the field. It'll be second baseman Jacob Larson batting first, batting second Trey Hussar, the center fielder, followed by shortstop Keegan Neva. He's got a home run here in this Region 1 tournament. Jack Metzger, also a home run in this tournament. He is batting cleanup. Following him is first baseman Cam Van Wetchel. Carter Oslin, the third baseman, batting after that. Carter Westland, the left fielder. Then it's Matthew Hoppy, the designated hitter. Came in to pinch hit in that game against Oak Grove. He will get the start at designated hitter. And then it's Aaron Busick to round up the order. So Larson, Hussar, Neva, Metzger, Van Wetchel, Oslin, Westland, Hoppy, and Busick for Northern Cass. They'll go up against Nick Thompson. Thompson getting the start here today. And Caleb Kelbundy will do the catching. Thompson's pitched a good amount of innings here in this shortened season. Chase, he doesn't strike out a whole lot, but he induces contact and he trusts his defense, and they've delivered for him in his starts.
What I remember being a Twins fan growing up, I know you're a White Sox fan growing up, Joel, is Brad Rackey, right? He might not have had the quickest stuff in terms of a fastball, but he attacked the zone, which made the hitters know that they had to come out swinging early, and that's what we see here from Thompson. Attack the zone. That's what he has to do with his pitch count here. Try to get quick outs and get back on the mound.
Comes at Larson with strike one. Now the 0-1. This one fouled back, quickly ahead of the batter, 0-2. It is going to be a strategy, and both of these teams do it well, is getting deep into pitch counts. Got to see the whole arsenal from their starters as the 0-2. This one foul territory, first base side, unplayable for the Vikings. Jeremiah Doctor is at first. At second, Jorgen Swenson. Carter Schmitz at short. Chase Miller at third. Outfield lineman coming up next is the 0-1. This one popped up. Could be playable for Cal Bundy. He'll chase it back over to the netting, but this one will go over the grandstand. Kind of rolling in left field. He will not be batting, just playing left field. Lucas Cal Bundy in center. Mason Almaris in right field.
As much as we've talked about, Joel, 3 different locations for the Region 1 tournament here. I got to give kudos to all the activities directors, but also the umpires here. It's been 6 umpires: Cale Hamry, Eric Olson, Tom Perry is here in this one, but these guys kind of making the treks as well to Kindred, to Enderlin, out to Castleton. If there's been a book to write about a Region 1 baseball tournament, it might be this year with the weather.
And ready for the 0-1 pitch is Thompson. The 0-2 pitch on the air to center should be playable for Cal Bundy. He'll come in and gets it for the first out of the inning. Larson's retired on a fly ball, and it is one away for Trey Hussar, the center fielder, left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher. Defense shifting slightly for the left-handed hitter. Has a lot of space out there in left center. Takes ball one outside. She mentioned just the oddity of having a suspended game on a Thursday resume on a Friday morning. Next offering will miss 2-0. You knew Thompson wasn't going to exit that game. He ended up moving positions, but to not be able to continue on pitching as this ball is tailing into center, running in is Cal Bundy. Back-to-back flyouts to center, and that is exactly what we talked about, is the style of Thompson, is his ability to induce fly balls, and it's Keegan Neva, the shortstop. Neva's had himself a fine tournament both on the mound and in the batter's box. Coming into this tournament, there was just one home run all season for Northern Cass. First pitch, he'll come out swinging, and this one could be a gapper for extra bases, and just past the glove of Cal Bundy. Neva will come on to second. It's a 2-out stand-up double, and the first hit of the game for Northern Cass.
And Neva's the type of guy that you circle in a batting order and say, don't leave something too good to hit because he'll drive it somewhere. And back to your point to Thompson, Joel, smartly done by Scott Milbrandt to kind of call the High School Activities Association, Justin Fletchock, Matt Fetch, and say, hey, can he resume or not because he's passed 45 pitches?
Metzger comes out swinging. This one in foul territory, third base side. Miller trying to get himself under it. He can't, and everyone's going to be safe. Another left-handed hitter with power in Metzger.
Because if Thompson would have came out and pitched, Joel, even if it was one pitch, it would have been a forfeit. So, you know, you got to double check on everything to make sure you're going by the right guidelines. So, again, it pays to make some phone calls, make sure you have to know what you're doing. But, again, Thompson had to move to first base to resume that one.
And the 0-1, tails inside. Stepping back will be Metzger. 1 ball, 1 strike. Issue with extending an inning anytime is you got to face the next batter, and for Kindred-Richland, it's going to be Jack Metzger. He's got 2 home runs on the season. He's brought a whole lot of power to this tournament. 1-1 chopped over to second. Playable for Swenson, and he's going to lose it. Off on the pitch was Neva. They're going to hold him up at third, and it's runners at first and third now, 2 away.
That one's going to be tough, especially if Neva finally comes in to score, because that should have been the end of an inning. Instead, you give Northern Cass an extra out here, Joel. And when we talk about elimination games, extra outs could be something you could go back on our post-game show and say this could be the difference maker in a game, particularly if the line keeps moving. You know, now a 2-out rally for Northern Cass and that tying run just 90 feet away.
First and third, 2 away, and it's Cam Van Wetchel, the first baseman. He comes out swinging. This one to Rowland in left field, and he will take it for the final out of the inning. Northern Cass threatens they do not score a run, and we have played 1 complete inning out here in the Region 1 Boys Baseball Tournament. Our score through 1 complete inning on the Bank North scoreboard, Kindred-Richland 1, Northern Cass scoreless. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
We are back on YourLiveEvent.com, and I think we may have had a defensive change already in this game, but it is 1-0 Kindred-Richland against Northern Cass. Again, the winner will play Central Cass after this one in a Region 1 championship, but not a true championship in the sense that if Central Cass loses, Central Cass's season does not come to an end. They will just have to win one before they lose one.
So Hoppy's going to go to right field, and the DH is going to be dead now for Northern Cass. So, again, kind of just taking a look at who you're going to have for designated hitter, flex player, and everything, Joel. So Hoppy now in right where Matt Metzger used to be, so the designated hitter is out, with Cal Hamry giving us the news behind the plate.
Jeremiah Doctor, the first baseman, will lead off the top of the second inning. And the first pitch he sees, that's called a strike, and you hope that it's just a strategic move for Northern Cass. And, Metzger took a spill back in that first inning. You hope it is more than just, isn't more than just changing out a defensive player for another. Next pitch will miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dr. Swenson Miller were all bat this inning for Kindred-Richland, trying to extend their lead past 1-0. And it's a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Busick 1 strikeout last inning. He gave up the leadoff triple, and that was what we were talking about with Metzger. It was hit over to him at right, and he tried to adjust and fell, and that's what allowed the leadoff hitter in Schmitz to reach third, would come home 2 batters later. Next offering outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Busick trying to get Doctor to chase. The 2-2. Sent in the air to right field. Hoppy, who has just entered the game, is able to adjust and take it for the first out. So Doctor's retired 1 away for Jorgen Swenson.
Seems like that normally happens, Joel. You make a defensive substitution, and literally the very next play kind of comes your way in some capacity.
I'll bring up the second baseman, Jorgen Swenson. As you mentioned, came in and closed out that game last time these two teams met. Feels like a long time ago. It feels like it was just yesterday. That's how sometimes you feel in tournament play, especially with the way things went weather-wise. First pitch to Swenson will miss, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're just hoping, against all hope, on Thursday to get at least 1 game in. And then you got 1, then you got 2. Then you got 3 as the 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch swung through, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then all of a sudden, Chase, you're into the 4th game, and you're just about halfway through it, and then the weather comes.
And hopefully the weather doesn't come today, Joel, but that has kind of been the theme of this tournament outside the playing game in Enderlin. Didn't have any issues there, just with 1 game. Very close to getting all 4 in Kindred before the heavens opened up.
2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Swenson strikes out looking, and there is 2 away. Second punch out for Busick, both of the looking variety, and it's third baseman Chase Miller.
And that's the one thing, again, you get through Thursday, it was kind of cool. It wasn't a bad day. And then all of a sudden you get to Friday. It was 53 degrees to start the day in Enderlin. By the time we got to our last game, Joel, it was 44, so it got up pretty chilly.
One-0 the count, and it's now 1 ball, 1 strike. One, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Kindred-Richland, rather Northern Cass, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Ball chopped over to short, picked up by Neva. He'll come across the diamond, gets the throw, 6-3 on the out. It is 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 2nd inning. Northern Cass leads 1-0. Kindred-Richland batting next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, bottom of the 2nd inning, and it is 1-0 Kindred-Richland. Oslin, Westland, and Hoppy will bat for the Northern Cass Jaguars. It was 2 away in the Bottom of the first inning, back-to-back fly balls, and then Neva hits a double. We get Metzger aboard on an error. Runners at the corner. And no surprise, Thompson went right back to his signature maneuver and was able to induce a fly out. Coming out swinging is Oslin. This one will come to center. Cal Bundy will run it and gets it for the first out of the inning, and it's one away. And Carter Westland, the left fielder, coming up. Westland Hoppy, the once designated hitter, now right fielder, on deck. This one sent the other way, is going to fall for a base hit, maybe if they can rush the play. And they got him. Almaris, a heads-up play. Westland is retired, 9-3, 2 away. Chase, maybe a little bit of the broadcaster's jinx. I'd already called him safe.
Westland kind of hit him where they ain't, so to speak, over the first baseman, Doctor and Swenson, but Almaris playing a little shallow in right field, Joel, and because he was playing a little shallow, that allowed him to get the runner at first base. Bang, bang play. Eric Olson calls him out, and Nick Thompson, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and we talked about trying not to waste any pitches. That's exactly what Scott Milbrandt wants here in the second. Yeah,
if you ask Coach Milbrandt after the game, they had him charted right, I think. Is the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Now to Matthew Hoppy, the right fielder. Started this game as a DH, is now the right fielder. His first start here in the postseason sends it the other way, and it's through the glove of Doctor. And Almaris was ready to try to do it twice in a row, but Hoppy is aboard first safely with 2 away. Back-to-back innings that the runner reaches with 2 outs for the Northern Cass Jaguars. That is the second error of the game for Kindred-Richland, and it's Aaron Busick, the pitcher.
The one good thing right now, that first error didn't cost him, Joel, but yeah, as you mentioned, if a 2-out rally comes here, then that second error might. So.
And the runner's off. Here comes the throw, and this one is off the mark. It's a stolen base for Hoppy. Hoppy on to second, 2 away, and he has gotten the attention of both Cal Bundy and Thompson.
I like Sam Johnson, though, with that call, Joel. 2 outs, force the defense to go make a play. You got a speedy runner now. You're just a base knock away from trying to tie this one up.
And the 1-0 pitch. High, 2 balls, no strikes. Hoppy takes his lead off the bag at second. Quick look at second. Another look over at second. The 2-0. Misses low and inside, 3-0. Thompson, a bad pitch away from allowing 2 runners with 2 outs in back-to-back innings. An error accounting for one of them. As the 3-0, taking all the way, it's a strike.
Goes back to the top of the lineup as well, so Busick, Joel, 3-0 you knew probably was going to take.
Swings at the 3-1, pops this one up. Cal Bundy off with the mask, will squeeze it for the second out of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left stranded by Northern Cass. We have played 2 complete on our Bank North scoreboard. It is Kindred-Richland 1, Northern Cass scoreless. You are watching coverage of the Region 1 baseball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. You can shop for your personal items or your farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsborough congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates from the City of Hillsborough.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Thanks for being with us on this Monday afternoon. You're watching high school baseball, on yourliveevent.com. Kindred-Richland leading Hankinson 1-0 in the Region One softball tournament. That's where I got the softball from there. It is baseball, though, here as Caleb Calbundy will lead off this inning, takes a pitch for a strike. Chase, we have interchanged between softball and baseball over the last week, and at times it is, well, it could be confusing for us up here.
Yeah, especially when you do baseball one day, softball the next, and vice versa. The one nice thing that's between the two, for the most part, you get everything what you want. You do have the designated player, you have the flex player, called a little differently, though, between the sports.
0-2, fouled back, big cut by Calbundy. It's Calbundy, then back up to the top of the order for Kindred-Richland.
You know, you talk about the designated player compared to the designated hitter, right, in baseball, then you kind of got that flex a little bit, and we've already seen the flex be taken out here in this baseball game.
Ball line to short. Nevo right there on it for the out. Calbundy will line out to short, one away. And back up to the top of the order, and Carter Schmitz, who had a triple to right field, scored this game's lone run as Mason Almaris brought him in with a base hit.
We saw a lot of home runs in Enderlin, but that Hendrickson Field, Joel, there's a really conducive park for hitting, especially from left center to right center. Here it feels a little bit more natural, but if you are a lefty or an opposite field hit by Schmitz, you might be able, with the wind here today, if you hit one to right center, maybe it jets down the line, and you can hit one out a little bit later on.
It's a 1-0 count. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Over to short, right to Neva. Rears back, throws, gets it. 6-3 on the ground out, 2 away, and it's Lucas Calbundy, the center fielder.
You know, there's a lot of really good shortstops in this region. You know, you got Dudek from Fargo Oak Grove. We're going to see Majo coming up next here for Central Casa. Neva just looks like a player, Joel, no matter where you put him on the ball diamond. Been able to see a lot of really good play at short so far in this tournament.
First pitch to Calbundy will miss low, a ball. And we saw that a week ago today. Northern Cass was here to play Central Cass in the regular season finale, 1-0. Called a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. There was an injury to Northern Cass's catcher, and everyone just had to keep moving around. I think we had 1 or 2 pitches when all these defensive changes came as a 2-1 count now. No one on, 2 away. Busick trying to get a quick inning and get the bat back in the hands of his teammates as the top of the order due up for Northern Cass. Big swing, ball put foul along the line at third. Count stays at 2-2. 2-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go? He did. Calbundy down on strikes, a 3-up, 3-down, top half of the third inning. Busick records his third punch out of the game. Top of the order, due up in the bottom half of this inning when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is the Region 1 baseball tournament on YourLiveEvent.com. 1-0 Kindred-Richland over Northern Cass on our Bank North scoreboard. Bank North offers the traditional and advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of the curve in today's fast-paced world. For farming and ranching, business and consumer banking and lending, you'll always be headed in the right direction with Bank North. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Stay tuned after this game. We'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game as well as our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Also get you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader here today. Again, it's going to be the Region 1 championship game, not a true championship in the sense that Central Cass has one mulligan to give. They can lose this next game. They will have to win tomorrow. It would be a winner-take-all affair for a trip on to state in Fargo. Jacob Larson, the second baseman, will lead off this inning as we're back up to the top of the order. Nick Thompson back out for Kindred and misses with the ball low. Larson flew out to center his first at bat. He is 0 for 1. Thompson's 1-0 pitch. Big swing. This one is going to be fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's crazy too, Joel, if there is no baseball here. Well, guess what? Region 2 starts up tomorrow, so 4 games at Mayville State for baseball fans out there during this time of the season.
The 1-1 sent in the air to right field. Almaris will make his way towards it. Calls off Cal Bundy and will take it for the first out of the inning, one away. And it's Trey Hussar, the center fielder. 2 errors committed by Kindred-Richland's defense. 3 stranded base runners for the Jaguars. First pitch called a strike to Trey Hussar. And the 0-1, high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Every coach getting their numbers in order with their starting pitchers or with any pitcher on their roster. Offering misses 2-1. Knowing exactly where everyone stands with those numbers. 2-1, called a strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Changes came to the procedure for counting pitches. I believe now 5 years ago that change came as the 2-2. Swinging through a breaking pitch is Hussar down on strikes, 2 away. First strikeout for Thompson. He doesn't get a whole lot of them, but he gets one there, and it's 2 out, no one on here in the bottom of the third. And Chase, this is where Northern Cass is kind of snake-bitten Kindred-Richland. They've been able to get runners on with 2 outs.
Yeah, and it's been with this guy, too, to start the hitting off, right? Keegan Neva. So if you're Thompson again, don't want to leave him one down the middle like you did last time where he jettisoned it out to left center field.
2-0 pitch. Hitters count to Neva, Metzger on deck. The 2 guys who have brought in a lot of power in this lineup for Northern Cass in this Region 1 tournament. Poked the other way. It's going to be extra bases. It's just a matter of how many as Neva takes his turn on to second, and he is going to be held up there. It's his second stand-up double, and it's a many at-bats and another 2-out base runner for Kindred-Richland. The tying run in scoring position, and the catcher, Jack Metzger, up to the plate. Reached on an error back in the first inning. Northern Cass with 2 outs got runners at first and third, and then last inning with 2 outs got a runner all the way over to second.
The Schmitz will try to keep Neva as close as he can at second, holding him on while the infield kind of pulls the batter to pull. At least on the infield, Joel.
Metzger fends off a pitch.
A lot of real estate right now in left center field, but with that wind, it's kind of taking everything to right.
Northern Cass has not been shy along the base pass. Long look to second. Ball sent in the air. This could be down for a gapper, and no, it's caught as Almaris was able to get eyes on that one to end the inning. And for the 3rd straight inning, Northern Cass leaves the tying run on the base pass. No run, a hit, no error, 1 left on through 3 complete innings of play out here at Central Cass High School. On our Bank North scoreboard, it is Kindred-Richland 1. Northern Cass yet to score. 3, 4, and 5. The heart of the order coming up next for the Vikings on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Erickson Agency in Hillsborough is an independent insurance agency. That means they have access to a number of national and regional companies to find you the best combination of price and coverage for your home, autos, or business insurance needs. They also represent Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Sanford Health for your group or individual health insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. Stop by the office at 502 West Caledonia Avenue or call Lee at 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency in Hillsborough, a proud supporter of the HCV Boroughs.
This is the Region 1 baseball tournament on YourLiveEvent.com. Kindred-Richland, Northern Cass fighting for a spot on to our next game, which could decide the Region 1 champion. This tournament started Thursday in Kindred, and then Friday went to Enderlin, and now back here as Central Cass, #1 seed in this tournament, still remaining, the only undefeated team out here in the tournament. Mason Almaris, the right fielder, the #3 hitter in the order, Nick Thompson, the pitcher, the cleanup hitter, and then Max Upground, the designated hitter. And this is a big inning for Aaron Busick, Chase.
In large inning here, you want to get a quick 0 on the board again and keep it at 1-0 before you get to the meat of the order coming up again for Northern Cass. It's been the 2-out variety. If you're Sam Johnson, you've gotten some runners on, but you like to get it early. And then on the opposite side here, you know what? You've done everything well defensively going up against this Kindred-Richland team. It's just trying to find consecutive outs here as Busick has just kind of been rolling, Joel, right now after the first.
Busick has attacked that outside part of the strike zone against Almaris, who is 1-for-1, has the RBI hit that has plated the only run of the game. Busick tried to get Almaris to pull the trigger on something high and outside. He won't. 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch. Not the same spot, misses, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 4 pitches. Almaris has not swung the bat once. He's seen a lot here from Busick as the 2-2. On to center, Husar slides in, gets the catch for the first out.
Well, since O'Maris, Joel, it's been everybody up and everybody down right now. As you mentioned about Busick getting in a groove and, big inning, especially here through the middle of this lineup, he's been able to do so.
Nick Thompson, the pitcher coming up here. Ball comes outside. That has been the part of the strike zone Busick has gone after the most against these righties. Thompson 0 for 1. Flew out to Matthew Hoppy. Sends one foul and back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Squirrels fans in attendance here early, waiting to know Central Cass will play in that next game. And the 1-1, that comes high. 2 balls and a strike. Busick's ERA just under 2. Comes at Thompson with a strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Not a lot of innings all around for pitchers across this region and across the state. Some just kind of getting back into things here pitching-wise in this tournament. Ball lifted to Hoppy in right field. Runs in foul territory. No one's going to get there. Van Wetschel was on the tail as well. And getting a redo will be Thompson on a 2-2 pitch.
And something that's different in this tournament, Joel, is you had the weekend. If you threw 46 pitches to come back here and play today, unlike Region 2, it's going to be a completely different strategy where you play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and potentially Friday. So strategy becomes a big deal for these coaches throughout a tournament like this.
2-2 pitch. Misses outside. Count full. Thompson at the plate. Upgrand on deck. Three-two. In the air, on to center. Husar will track this one back, makes the run, the catch against the track and up to the wall. And it's a loud second out of the inning.
Thompson thought he might have got that one off the wall there as he kind of looks back at Eric Olson and says, "Can I call time?" And Eric's like, "Sure, but you got to go back to your dugout off the third base line." Nice job by Husar. The wind has definitely played a role here so far today, Joel, and that one just hung up enough to allow Trey to, get underneath it there for a loud out.
Husar's made back-to-back outs, and Upgrand is swinging a miss on the first pitch he sees from Busick. Van Wetschel, Oslin, Westland will bat in the bottom half of this inning. Time not on the side of Northern Cass. They are down 1-0 in the 0-1. Should be playable at center for Husar, and he will run this one over to right and makes the running catch and ends the inning. 3 straight fly balls on to center. It's a 3-up, 3 down, top half of the 4th inning. Northern Cass batting next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Thanks for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com. Bottom of the 4th inning. For Kindred-Richland, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. For Northern Cass, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Cam Van Wetschel, Carter Oslin, Carter Westland will bat for Northern Cass. Back out is Nick Thompson to work his 4th inning. Thompson, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. He has forced Northern Cass to strand all 4 of the base runners who have reached. Will Kindred-Richland Aaron Busick, the starter for Northern Cass. 4 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts. Van Wetschel flew out to left his first at-bat. And Van Wetschel ready for the first pitch. Takes the first strike. Both Thompson and Busick have come right at batters right away. They have not shied away from attacking the strike zone. Next pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now there's 1 ball, 1 strike here to lead off the inning. 1-1 One outside, backhanded by Caleb Calbundy, looking over on the northern cast side of the field and starting to see Keegan Neva go through some warm-up paces. Ball looped in the air over towards left field. Rowland will grab this one for the first out of the inning. And one away, and Carter Oslin to the plate.
Neva is a type of a guy that, you love to start and close, but because of the pitch count, as you mentioned earlier, Joel, the question always is for Sam Johnson, if you're ahead, maybe you wait till the next game to try to throw him, but when you're trailing right now, you got to put more goose eggs up, so strategy might change a little bit.
Oslin comes out swinging. This one picked up by Swenson. Oslin is out 4-3, and that might also be a situation. Not necessarily saying Northern Cass is counting their chickens before they hatch, but you might already be eyeing him for game 2. I mean, this obviously just a 1-0 game. Some players need a little bit more time to get loose as Carter Westland to the plate. He comes out swinging, and this one's up the middle for a base hit. Northern Cass has been 2-out hitters today. It is their third 2-out hit of the contest. The 4th time they've had a base runner reach with 2 away. And it is Matthew Hoppy, the designated hitter. Thompson has not found that 1-2-3 inning he's been looking for. Matthew Hoppy reached on an error in the 2nd inning. That error came with 2 outs. Stole second, and that's where he was left stranded. And pitch is called a strike to Hoppy. 3rd hit of the game for Northern Cass. Thompson to look over at first, and Hoppy wanted time. Will step out of the batter's box, looks at Sam Johnson for the sign. Now Hoppy will step back in. Pickoff throw over to first, and head first slide back in is Westland. And an 0-1 count. Big swing fouled out of play by Hoppy. He was in the hole 0-2 with 2 away. No extra second taken by Thompson. It's been very efficient so far in this game. We'll take a long look over at first. And here comes the 0-2 pitch off the end of the bat. This one could be trouble. And then coming in is Swenson. Swenson able to get the out over at first. Hoppy is down 4-3. Another 2-out base runner left stranded by Northern Cass. No runs, a hit, no error. 4 complete innings out here at Central Cass High School. Our score on the Bank North scoreboard: Kindred-Richland 1, Northern Cass 0. Back with the top of the 5th on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to irieinsurance.com.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. And Keegan Neva will move from short onto the pitcher's mound, while Aaron Busick will move from the pitcher's mound onto short for Northern Cass. The Jaguars down 1-0. Busick went 4 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts in the game. Jeremiah Doctor, Jorgen Swenson, Chase Miller will bat this inning for Kindred-Richland. Only run of the game for Kindred-Richland came back in that first inning. In fact, their only 2 hits for the Vikings were back in that first inning. Doctor 0 for 1. Hits one sharply over to second, and it's going to eat up Larson. He recovers, gets the throw off in time, And Doctor is retired 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Aaron Busick, after giving up that base hit, that RBI base hit to Almaris back in the first inning, would go on to have a 3-up, 3-down second, third, and fourth inning. So he was dialed in. Jorgen Swenson into the batter's box. Swenson, a strikeout victim back in the second, will take strike one from Neva. Neva, a 16 strikeout performance against this Kindred-Richland Vikings team in a game that was played at Enderlin. Misses one high. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Another pitcher not afraid to come at batters as the 1-1 loop foul out of play. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, two. This one in foul territory, right field by first base. Van Wetschel over to the fence, but this one will tail over.
Something also for Neva's second appearance that he's done in this tournament, Joel, so he's only got one more left, and also now you start adding pitches, right? He was in his mid-60s, so if you keep him for the rest of this game, you know, he's going to be awfully close to being done for the tournament just in terms of how many pitches you can throw in a tournament.
The 1-2 pitch, that one comes high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two, fouled back again. Starting to see some of the Squirrels players get ready for this contest, for their next one, I should say, about 20 minutes or so after this one wraps up. The 2-2 pitch gets by the catcher Metzger to the backstop. Count full, 3-2. Swenson at the plate, Miller on deck. Kindred-Richland 13-7 on the season. Northern Cass 14-4. Came down to the final day of the regular season to decide who the number 1 seed would be, a game that was played here at Central Cass, a game that we did have on the air on yourliveevent.com. The 3-2 offering called strike 3. Swenson is struck out looking, and it is 2 away. And it's 2 away for Chase Miller, the third baseman. Miller 0 for 1, a 6-3 ground out back in the second inning. He lays off a strike.
Good off-speed pitch. You know, if you're sitting on that fastball, Joel, all of a sudden here comes a breaking ball to get ahead in the count.
The 0-1 misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, every pitch that comes off the arm of Keegan Neva, you know, the Jaguar faithful keeping count, as big breaking pitch will induce a swing and a miss. 1-2. Neva's 1-2 comes high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Miller's seen a lot of curveballs so far. We'll see if Neva tries to sneak a fastball by him or if he goes back to that curve to punch him out.
The 2-2 called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts from Neva, and this inning is over. It is 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 5th inning. 9 and then back up to the top of the order coming up in the bottom half of this inning for the Northern Cass Jaguars. They are down 1-0. You're watching coverage of the Region 1 Baseball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing of the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah Melody, and staff are proud to promote local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. You'll see everything from honey and jams, puzzles, and year-round gift baskets at Mindak Market. Stop by the store in West Acres or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
Back on yourliveevent.com, bottom of the 5th inning, Aaron Busick, the shortstop, will lead things off, then back up to the top of the order from Northern Cass. For Kindred-Richland, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. Northern Cass, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Northern Cass has gotten a base runner on every inning with 2 outs, and they've left him stranded. They've had their chances in this one. They have stranded 5. And Busick popped up to Cal Bundy, the shortstop, his lone at-bat so far this game. He will lead things off as Thompson back out for his 5th inning of work. And first pitch is through for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter is on for the first time for the Jaguars. Busick gets the base hit up the middle, and it brings up the top of the order. Jacob Larson 0 for 2, a pair of flyouts. Nick Thompson, that is what he does best, induces fly balls. He's induced 7 in this game. A long look over at first, pickoff throw, head first slide. Busick is back in safely. You know for a fact, Northern Cass, 1 through 9, everyone's going to be active on the base pass. Busick takes his lead. And it's a strike. Busick in line. He pitched very well. He's in line to take the loss in this one if they are not able to mount that comeback. Thompson gets a sign he likes. Takes one last look over at first. The 0-1. A bunt is down. Off the mound to make the play is Thompson. His only play is at first. The sacrifice from Larson goes down 1-3 for the first out. It moves Busick up to second base.
Really good bunt. You know, Miller was charging hard down the third baseline, and better job by Nick Thompson, Joel, just to get the out, not to look back at second base, just to make sure you get one down here and then see if you can get out of this little situation here with the next couple of batters.
Center fielder Trey Hussar batting with Larson over at second. Base hit ties this one up in the bottom of the 5th. He was thinking that all the way, swings through a breaking pitch, strike 1. Thompson eyes second. And the 0-1 comes inside, is going to get by Cal Bundy. That advances Busick to third, so he is 90 feet from tying this game. That comes via the wild pitch.
That's tough there as the Vikings now will try to take the runner off at home, Joel, to take that game-tying run off with the infield if there is anything hit on the ground. And all of a sudden now if you're Trey Hussar, you really got a little bit more real estate to work with to try to find something in the outfield.
1-1. Swinging through a pitch again is Hussar. As Hussar, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. So Larson laid down the sacrifice bunt. The infield is playing in on the grass, trying to take away that tying run and taking away Hussar maybe to suicide squeeze. Chops went over to first, and that is foul.
Sort of a good job, too, choking up on the bat a little bit more than what he did earlier in the bat here now behind in the count with those 2 strikes. Joel just trying to put something in play and see if you can at least 1 get on base or 2 bring the tying run home from third.
Thompson eyes third, the 1-2 pitch. This one off the end of the glove of Thompson and knocked away by Swenson. They're going to try to get the out at first. They won't, and we are tied at 1. Had Thompson maybe not redirected that baseball, they may have gotten the out. It will result in the 3rd error of the game for Kindred-Richland. The error will go on Jorgen Swenson. Swenson had his eye on the ball the whole time and did not see Thompson come up and poke it the other way, and was able to adjust but did not field it cleanly, as that brings up Keegan Neva. He swings through strike 1.
And if there's someone that you want up as a Jaguar fan in this situation, Joel, to try to put yourself ahead in the game, it's Keegan Neva.
Neva behind in the count 0-1. He has 2 doubles in this game. I believe that is 5 extra base hits in the postseason. Chops went over to third, backhanded by Miller. Nice play, bobbles on the transfer, gets the throw, and an infield hit for Neva. First and second, 1 away.
Well, really good play by Miller to backhand it and keep it from going past him up the line. The unfortunate situation there is by the time he tried to transfer it from the glove to the hand, it was a little bit of a double clutch there, Joel, which allowed him, Neva hustling up the line to get the infield knock.
Neva's third hit of the game. He goes 3 for 3, and that brings up Jack Metzger. Metzger has runners at first and second, one away in a 1-1 game. Loops one over to left field, and this one falling fast. Roland was not going to get a play in foul territory.
Been a tough play for Miller regardless, but when you kind of have that little bobble, Joel, Neva, who's hustling immediately up the batter's box there, that just gave him the extra little bit of real estate to get on board. And, can they make Kindred-Richland and Nick Thompson kind of pay for an error, a chance at another out, so you almost feel like you're giving them not 4 but maybe 5 outs here in this inning against Northern Cass.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Called a strike. 0-2. 1-1 ball game. Home half of the 5th. Good eye by Metzger. Lays off ball 1. Husar at second, Neva at first. 1-2, same spot outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Metzger 0 for 2, did reach on an error in the first inning. 2-2, hit over to second, and it's played by Swenson. He'll get the lead runner. So Neva is out 4th for 6 for the second out. Husar to third, Metzger on first on the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners, 2 away, and it's Cam Van Wetchel, the first baseman. 1-1, our score in the bottom of the 5th.
Van Wetchel will try to do what he did in Enderlin on Saturday night, game-winning RBI against Fargo Grove, and the only difference is trying to get the game a leading hit here at Joel in this contest.
Thompson finds a sign from Kyle Bundy. It's a ball outside and on to second. They will concede second base to Metzger on a defensive indifference, so second and third. Metzger took off. Kyle Bundy came up and just wanted to focus on the batter. 1-0 pitch. In the air, left field. Onto center is actually going to fall for a hit. Husar's home. Metzger comes around and scores. And Van Wetchel, a 2 RBI single.
Talk about nerves of steel, getting in the game-winning hit in Enderlin again against Fargo Oak Grove, and then all of a sudden adding probably the precision play of the game, Joel, I would say at this point right here in this contest.
So 3-1, Northern Cass has taken the lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They've been productive on getting on the base pass with 2 outs. Let's see if they do that here. Oslin slices one over to right field. Almaris tracks it down in foul territory. Will get it to end the inning. 3 runs come across for Northern Cass. Through 5 complete innings, they have the lead on our Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass 3, Kindred-Richland 1. You're watching our coverage of the Region 1 baseball tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Caleb Kilbundy will lead off the top of the 6th inning. Kindred-Richland batting for the first time trailing in this game. It'll be Calbundy, the number 9 hitter, then back up to Carter Smits, the shortstop, and then Lucas Calbundy, the center fielder. Keegan Neva back out for another inning of work. Neva 3 hits in this game, came into pitch last inning. It was a 3-up, 3-down inning. In fact, combined with Busick, there's not been a base runner since the first. Pitch comes high to the backstop, 2-0.
Kindred-Richland really hasn't done much, Joel, since they were able to get that a leadoff triple by Schmitz. O'Maris had the RBI, and since then the Jaguars pitchers have really done well attacking the zone, getting ahead of batters, and not really giving any free passes, between Neva and Busick here.
It is 14 up, 14 down since that base hit by Almaris. 3-0 count from Neva, and it's high, ball 4. Broadcaster's jinx is there's a walk from Neva, and a runners on the base pass for Kindred-Richland. It's the top of the order, and Carter Schmitz, their shortstop. Schmitz 1 for 2. His hit, a triple back in the first inning that went to right field, got by Matthew Metzger, who had lost his footing. He was brought home 2 batters later by Mason Almaris' single, and now we're going to get a meeting on the mound. Sam Johnson, the coach, is out there talking to his pitcher. Remember, the winner of this one will play Central Cass, the undefeated team in the region and the region tournament, the number 1 seed coming into this 2022 Region 1 tournament. That's why we are out here in Castleton as the higher seed hosts the championship, championship series of this tournament. Central Cass would like to lock up a trip to state once this day is said and done, but they do have a loss left to give, and it's Carter Smits, the shortstop. Meeting comes to an end. Neva from the stretch. Appears the runner at first. Throws one, big swing and a miss for Schmitz. Neva came right at him. I would say the 3 pitchers we've seen today, Busick, Neva, and Thompson, neither teams have had a pitcher that has shied away from coming right at the batter. Calbundy takes his lead off of first. And the 0-1. Off the end of the bat, picked up by Larson at second, gets the lead runner, is able to stay on the bag, is Busick. So it's a fielder's choice. Smits will be on first. Calbundy is out 4-6. And it's Lucas Calbundy, the center fielder. Calbundy 0 for 2. Struck out looking, struck out swinging. 3-1. Northern Cass leads. Pickoff throw over to first, head first slide. Smits back in safely. Smits does have speed to burn. 5 outs to work with right now for Northern Cass. Down by a pair. Bat off the shoulder of Calbundy. Didn't swing, but it's called a strike. He is behind 0-1. And off the mound is Neva. Looks back the runner Smits with no throw. And a pickoff throw. Slide back in, though, is Smits. And the 0-1 called a strike. Count 0-2.
Neva does a really good job locating the breaking ball. You don't see it too many times, Joel, that's in the dirt. You don't see too many times where the catcher has to, put both of his knees down and say, hey, I got to keep it in front of me. It just seems like it's constantly around the zone. And, which one do you pick here, the fastball or the curve as a batter?
And the 0-2, swung on and missed. Calbundy down on 3 pitches. Neva's second strikeout. It is 2 away for Mason Almaris, the left fielder.
If you can locate both of those pitches, all of a sudden you talk about elevating the zone, you talk about moving the ball around, off-speed pitches. Again, which one as a batter do you want to wait on because you can locate both of them so well?
And first pitch that comes to Almaris is a strike. Neva looks over at first, 0-1 pitch. Outside is 1 ball, 1 strike to Almaris with Calbundi at first. Another pickoff throw to first. Schmitz is back in.
Schmitz was really trying to take that lead off and then trying to get that secondary extra curl hop or not. And then once Neva saw that, he tried to get him quickly out, leaning one way.
Next pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. Nice crowd out here on this Monday afternoon for both teams. Actually, all 3 teams. Guaranteed twin bill on the night. Neva eyes first. Almaris takes a pitch outside. Metzger tries to look back the runner, Schmitz, and it's a 3-1 count. Neva can ill afford to waste some pitches. Look at first. And the 3-1 comes high, ball 4. Second walk this inning issued by Keegan Neva. And it's first and second, 2 away for Nick Thompson, the pitcher, and one of the most dangerous bats in Kindred-Richland's lineup.
That's what you like, postseason baseball. One of the better players for the Vikings against one of the better players for Northern Cass on the mound. Kind of that old mano-a-mano opportunity here, Joel, and who's going to come out on top.
First pitch to Thompson, low for a ball.
This is the order right now for the Vikings if you're Scott Milbrandt, in that number cleanup batter right now, Joel, especially in that outs on your side.
1-0, missing low, 2-0.
Thompson, really good eye at the plate after a walk, just saying, hey, I'm going to look for my pitch. If it's not there, work ahead in the count here against a quality pitcher.
Neva, eyes Schmitz at second. The 2-0, that comes high, 3-0. So the next pitch I would imagine that comes to Thompson will be a get-me-over pitch. Does Thompson decide to swing? That's the question. The 3-0, and he'll lay off it for a strike. Neither runner being held on with 2 away. Here comes the 3-2. Big swing, foul back. This next pitch could be the biggest one of the game for either team. It's runners at first and second. Full count, 3-2, 2 away. Kindred-Richland down by a pair. Neva shakes off a couple signs from Jack Metzger. Finally finds one he likes. We'll look over at second at Schmitz. And the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3. He strikes out Thompson, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on. Neva survives the inning by punching out Thompson. We'll go in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Northern Cass leads this one 3-1. You're watching coverage of the Region 1 baseball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
We are back on yourliveevent.com. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Thompson coming back out here to work for Kindred-Richland. Northern Cass was able to hold base runners on for Kindred-Richland in the top half of this inning. It'll be the bottom third now for the Jaguars trying to add on some insurance. Westland, Hoppy, and Busick. Check in Region 1 softball. Kindred-Richland a 2-1 lead over Hankinson. That one in the top of the 6th inning. Kindred-Richland scored first. They led 1-0 after the first inning. Smith led off the game with a triple. Almaris brought him home. It would stand at a 1-0 game until we got into the 5th inning. 3 runs coming across for the Northern Cass Jaguars, and the big hit coming from Cam Van Wetchel, a 2 RBI hit. He has been the big hero in the postseason from Northern Cass. First pitch to Westland will swing through it for a strike. And the 0-1 comes inside, did not get Westland.
Outside the last inning, Thompson's done a really nice job, Joel. Also, that inning didn't help with a couple of errors and extra outs, and Northern Cass finally made him take advantage of a couple errors that there was earlier in the game that they weren't able to do so. So it's really been the difference maker.
It's a 2-1 count to Westland. Outside, called a strike, 2-2, and that three. You look at that, 3 errors on the scoreboard, as you mentioned, Chase, and Kindred-Richland doesn't come back. That's going to be a big thing that gets going to be pointed out, is able to control what you can control as a pop-up in foul territory. Third base side will go off the Vikings dugout.
And the kicker is, you mentioned it, they finally got their leadoff runner, right? Busick finally got on as a leadoff batter. You had the sacrifice punt to get that time the game tie and run into scoring position. And there was an error, and then Miller just kind of double clutched at third, which allowed Neva to get an infield knock.
Ball skied in the air. Schmitz at short will be called off by the left fielder Rowland, and it's the first out of the inning. Westland's retired, and it's designated, it's right fielder Matthew Hoppy. Remember, he did start the game as the DH. Replaced Matthew Metzger. Hoppy 0 for 2, got on in the second inning, stole second after reaching on an error. That's where he was left stranded. Before that fifth inning, as the pitch is called a strike, Northern Cass had their chances. They stranded 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Finally, the fifth inning is when they capitalized to take the lead. Ball hit over to short. Smits played it well over to first base. 6-3, 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Opgran, Dr. Swenson, 5, 6, and 7 will bat in the top of the seventh inning. Last chance for Kindred-Richland. And it's Aaron Busick, the shortstop. Neva in line to get the win. Busick retired the final 10 batters he faced. Make that the final 11 batters he faced, as a 1-0 pitch will miss, 2 balls, no strikes. The trend all game, really the trend the first 4 innings was with 2 outs. Northern Cass was finding ways to get base runners. Taken for a strike is Busick, 2 balls and a strike. Stay tuned after this postgame. We'll get a chance to talk to a member of the winning team. Fouling off a pitch is Busick. And it is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. We'll take a break between games. Chase Miller will be on the call for the game against Central Cass, which, if the Squirrels win, means it's another trip back over to Fargo for the state tournament at Newman Outdoor Field. And the 2-2. And nice play by Thompson. Snares this one out of the air. And it's a 3 up, 3 down, top of the sixth inning. 6 complete out here in Castleton. Northern Cass 3, Richland 1 on the Bank North scoreboard. Last chance. And the season on the line for Kindred-Richland when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Friday Night Racing returns this summer to Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, featuring 5-wide, high-flying, family-friendly action. Weekly racing featuring IMCA modified, stock cars, sport mods, sprint cars, hobby stocks, and index legends. Racing begins at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets are $13, kids tickets just $5. See the full schedule online at RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. All summer long, enjoy Friday night action at Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Last chance for Kindred-Richland. They trail 3-1. It'll be Max Opgran, the designated hitter. Keegan Neva's first pitch to him. Called a strike. Opgran, Dr. Swenson. Kindred-Richland has not had a hit and a run since that first inning. They jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Next pitch called a strike. Hopgrand behind in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, comes high, bat off the shoulder of Hopgrand, did not swing. He appealed over to first in the count at 1-2. 1-2, up to left field, and it will fall for a hit. Will fall in front of Wrestling, and Hopgrand is on. And could be a big rally starter for Kindred-Richland. Let's see how Northern Cass responds, and it's Jeremiah Doctor, the first baseman.
First hit against Neva, 2 coming on in relief, Joel. You know, they've been able to get punch-outs and been walks, but haven't had too many balls put in play, so that's a good start for Scott Milburn and the Vikings.
Busick will not figure into the decision he started. He's now at short, went 4 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Neva working on his 3rd inning. Doctor takes a ball outside. The 1-0. Called the strike, 1-1.
And you don't want to really put a hit and run situation on or a stolen base right when you got the game tying run to the plate. You don't want to have someone potentially get it thrown out at second, or there's a line drive out to an infielder to potentially get double played here. So this is just a chance for Doctor to try to get on any way you can.
Big off throw and a big step back in is Hopgrand. Kindred-Richland had a nice lead against Central Cass back on Friday. They saw the Squirrels put up a barrage of runs late in the game to come away with the win. They would like to follow script. Ball onto center, and coming in, Husar makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Had some hang time on it, probably a little bit more than usual with this wind. Hopgrand will retreat back over to first, and it's Jorgen Swenson, the second baseman, 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts. Facing Neva for the second time. Neva, pair of doubles and a base hit. 3 for 3, half the hits of his team belong to Keegan Neva. Started the game at short. Now is going to be in line to get the win here of relief. Misses to Swenson for a ball. The 1-0 will miss, 2-0. Last inning, Neva walked 2 batters. I believe both were 4-pitch walks. The 2-0 called a strike, 2-1.
Nice pitch there by Neva not to fall behind 3-0. Attacking the batter, forcing Swenson to try to swing and maybe try to get that DP to end the game.
2-1, fouled back by Swenson. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Swenson did have a home run, Joel, at Hendrickson Field against Central Cass, and like to do something very similar to that. Put one in the gap. He went a missile that went to left center out at Hendrickson Field in Enderlin on Friday.
Hopgrand takes his lead off first. The count to Swenson, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind picking up. The pitch is high, full 3-2.
Now decision time if you're Scott again with the runner, Max, if you feel like he's good enough as a runner to get into scoring position in terms of the stolen base.
3-2. Called strike 3. Swenson is retired. Neva's 4th strikeout. And Kindred-Richland's season down to the final strike. It is going to be a hitter for Chase Miller. Grasso will hit for Miller. Going to try to be a pinch hit hero with the season on the line. Pitch to Glasso. That one's going to be called a strike. On our postgame, we'll get a chance to talk to a member of the winning team. We'll also name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RGPay Enterprises Precision Play, or Player of the Game, as the 0-1 swung on and missed. And now Kindred-Richland down to their final strike. Neva's 0-2 pitch, down on strikes, and Neva records his 5th strikeout And our final score on the Bank North scoreboard, Northern Cass onto the Region 1 championship game. They defeat Kindred-Richland 3-1. We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
And we are back here on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass gets the win 3-1 against Kindred-Richland. We're joined by Keegan Neva, who was the winning pitcher, and this one also had 3 hits. Big win for you guys against the Vikings. You already faced them in this tournament. Does that add a little bit extra to get this win against this team?
Yeah, it's just revenge game. You know, we just wanted to win so bad because they beat us last time. So we came here and got what we needed done.
You guys, over the course of the game, your first 2 batters couldn't get on. You were getting runners on with 2 outs. You were just leaving them stranded. I think you stranded 5 before that 3-run inning. What was the conversation from coach, and what were you guys saying to each other?
Just keeping the ball hard, get runners on base, and eventually one will fall, and we'll get some guys to score.
Cam has been big for you guys. He had the winning hit against Oak Grove. Gets what becomes the winning hit here. I mean, that guy's been hitting well for you.
He's been doing great. He needs to keep it going, stay hot, because we need it for these 2 games here.
You end up coming in to pitch. You already threw a lot of pitches last time against this team. What are you doing between that last start and this game here to keep yourself fresh and knowing that you're probably going to end up having to throw in a big game like this?
Just prepare myself, know that I'm needed in these situations, and just prepare myself and get the job done.
I think the biggest pitch, and I said it in the broadcast, the biggest pitch of this game was runners at first and second. They're cleanup hitters up there. You get the count full. What is going through your mind before you throw that strikeout pitch?
Just throw a strike and see what happens. Hopefully my defense will back me up. If I strike him out, great. And I did what I needed to do.
Central Cass coming up here. You got to win 2, but the main one is going to be the one in front of you. Congratulations here on this one. Great performance here on the mound and at the plate.
Thank you.
Northern Cass again gets the win here 3-1. They will play Central Cass coming up. We'll have some post-game accolades on the way next on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back on yourliveevent.com, Northern Cass gets the win against Kindred-Richland 3-1. They will now play Central Cass. Central Cass wins. Central Cass is the Region 1 champion. Northern Cass wins. Well, Northern Cass will have to win tomorrow to go to state. The final line number for Kindred-Richland, 1 run on 3 hits. They committed 3 errors. The last error was one that allowed the go-ahead run to be scored, or at least put the base runner on to allow that go-ahead run to be scored. For Northern Cass, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The big inning was the 5th. It was Cam Van Wetchel with the 2 RBI base hit that put Northern Cass in front, where they would stay on our Bank North scoreboard to come away with the win in this one. Time now for some accolades in this one. First, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and that is going to have to go to the man we just talked to. Keegan Neva gets the win, goes 3 innings, gives up 1 hit, strikes out 5, 2 walks, does not allow a run. He gets the win. Oh, and by the way, at the plate, 2 doubles and a single. He goes 3 for 3. Here's our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Line 3 is now finished. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. And our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. Well, I believe it's back-to-back games that he's won it. Cam Van Wetchel will get our Precision Play of the Game for his go-ahead RBI, 2 RBI single in the 5th inning. Our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. Now that you're planting, RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton want you to have a safe and successful planting season. RDK Enterprises is here to provide the customer service and support of your precision plant equipment. Call 701-636-2119. It pays to plant with precision from RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton. Well, what is next? Northern Cass will play against Central Cass in about 15 or 20 minutes. Chase Miller will have the call on that one, but for now, we will step aside. Our final score on the Bank North scoreboard, Northern Cass 3, Kindred-Richland 1. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com.